place is absolutely marmite. Anyone who's anyone's here. Huh? Oh, this whole thing. Yeah, it's a police suit. Oh. Ben Fogel. Yeah. He's wearing a long-leaf safari fleece. That guy's so hot right now. It's James Martin. With a face full of ciabatta. Oh my God, he's waving at me. Don't make eye contact. That guy is so last week, you know? Hello, Harry Potter on the you know? Yeah. Ooh. Ha! Hey! Ha! Hey! You want a fistful of whiz? I'll take you to your urinal now and we can just go for it. Oh man, what are you? Don't be square, man. Everyone here's on it. Oh, Schofield's doing the bunny hop. Vogel? Don't talk to me about Vogel, man. He's been doing it since he fed the tigers this morning. You sure? Oh yeah, I got plenty. I got a fun facts full of it behind the cistern. You want to do it? You want to do it? You want to do it? Coffin, boys! John McClane, NYPD. I'm the police. Always be ready for the call. Stay fit and healthy. Like the police. Brexit. Brexit, Brexit. Friends, comrades. People are angry. People are angry. And with good cause. The people were lied to. Yeah. Those fat cats, those cheesemakers up on their verandas on Hollywood Hill. Yeah, they conned the working man. The working man didn't know what he was voting for. He thought it was a simple yes or no question. Do you want foreigners living next door? He voted no. They're still here, confusing. I'm with you. It's confusing. And it could be getting more complicated. Yes, yes it could. There is talk of a second referendum. Yes. Do you want gay people to bog off, yes or no? And maybe even a third, they're saying. Do brown people frighten you, yes or no? Will they uphold these things? You know, comrades, who knows? I'll tell you what I know. I know you gotta sling your passport in the channel and get on with the show, because I've got no answers for you. I've got no answers for you. Not this time. I'm about done here, Blade.
Yeah. Why?
You got all these people banging about the place.
Yeah,
walking along, cramping everyone's style. You know, I think we should do. I think we should burn down a school.
That would be terrible, though.
We get in there at night and we just burn the school. Then they'd take some notice of us, Blade. Me and you, the working man.
Well, I can't officially drive.
Huh? What?
I couldn't drive a motorcycle.
For who?
After we burned down the school.
No, we're in it, Blade. We get in it. That'll teach them a lesson. It'll be the best lesson those kids ever learned. Let's move on. The fishing stocks have gone down.
Oxo Stock Stocks.
The stocks?
And the pound is at 31 year.
What about the dreidels?
They're actually doing all right, in fact.
Well, the Jews have always got money. And what are we going to do, Blade?
Well, no, yeah, that's what I actually wanted to tell you. I've been going through our finances and we can't afford to carry on. Like, we might have to get rid of someone or change the format to maybe just a blog instead, or
No. You are a tough boss, and I admire it. But you're not the boss, I'm the boss. And I think we need to let someone go. No one's safe, you know what I mean? If that's what we gotta do, that's what we gotta do.
Yeah, I was also thinking maybe we should hold fire on the trip to Alton Towers, because...
No, that's set in stone, Blade. We can't go back on our plans. It'll make us look weak in front of the other employees. And we can't be seen to be weak, Blade. This is an important time. They're looking for leaders now. We need to lead. I'll go through and I'll see which one of these people is taking us for a ride. Could even be yourself, Blade.
Well, I hope not, but... Okay.
Hello and welcome. Wow, tonight we are reviewing The Neon Demon. We are joined by Booker Woodford. Hello, film expert.
Hi.
And John Butler, who actually makes go-karts for children.
Thanks, hi.
Very admirable, very admirable. John, you coming out the cinema? What did you think?
Overall, I really liked it. Just felt like it lost itself towards the end a little bit. And I think stylistic elements took over from the other parts I was enjoying at the start of the film.
Okay.
Like it was less subtle.
Coming up, I felt really uncomfortable. I felt really strange, which were I reckon point us to a success, like some successes. So I thought overall I really liked it. I agreed about some of the stuff towards the end, but then I just thought maybe I'm just too stupid to get it.
I didn't really know what to think when it first came out. I was trying to think, like, what was that a good film? Because parts of it I really enjoyed.
Yeah.
And yeah, you could definitely say, like, that is a well-made film. But then parts of it I thought were like, was that just really hacky? Did that just exist to get a reaction, or was the
like
actual
that,
depth
only
behind
towards
it?
the end.
Oh, hello. Until this time code right here, spoilers, bing. It sets itself up with a premise we've kind of seen before. And I would say the start of the film felt more like a Cronenberg kind of movie. That sort of like bleak LA.
The big thing for me was that, because I'm aware of his previous work, you know that he's going to try to punch you in the guts a few times. So I'm skeptical from the start. I'm just like, I'm on the balls of my feet, waiting to take a few sluggers.
I remember really enjoying both Drive and Only God Forgives.
Yeah, I did, but
I don't remember them that well.
Oh,
I just
really?
remember thinking, oh, that was cool.
Yeah, but do you remember the scene in the lift in Drive when he kicked the bloke's face in? And then the scene in Godspeed where he gets attacked? But we've had this before. You don't have any reaction to fucking extreme violence.
No, not
You're
really.
such a cold man.
Only
guy.
if it's like things like pulling off nails and like little things.
Trouble when the cars move, I want to stop. Come on, dear.
I can't.
It was shot amazingly.
But was it
Stuff
shot
they didn't
amazingly?
know. I thought that stood out.
I think he
there's some
achieved what he
lovely
wanted to
moments.
achieve.
No, I think it was good. I just think if you think of like just the best, if we're going to talk the mise en scène of
Deadwood.
God bless you, Al. Thank you. Thank you for saving me. God.
I would say like Taxi Driver.
That's not what I was going for, though.
Wait, so which scene in particular?
You know, the scene on the phone where it pans away, things like that. Just composition throughout the whole of the end sequence with the gun.
Do I know you? No. Do I know you?
You do not know what I know because you have not earned those powers.
It felt well composed, well lit, but I don't know if it made me go like, that's an incredible visual.
But isn't the message of film that it's beautiful, but there's not much underneath?
You could argue that. Okay, The Shining.
Yeah, man.
The Shining. Every shot in that, I would say, it makes you feel a certain way. Whereas I thought this felt, again, maybe that's what they were trying to do, it felt a bit shallow.
I guess it just felt like loads of tiny compositions throughout the film.
Yeah.
Like maybe the style wasn't that consistent throughout. It was like little sections. So do you remember the strobe scene? I really liked that.
That was
Yeah,
good.
that was good.
After a while, I was just thinking like,
Someone put the
there
lights on,
just
please.
wasn't something. Yeah.
Got a headache.
Yeah. I was thinking like, someone needs to fix that light. Sexy Forrest Gump. That was weird, wasn't it? Just his whole character. It did really feel like he couldn't act.
Oh, right, the guy from Vampire Diaries or something.
Or Teen Wolf.
Yeah, I think it was the guy from
Yeah.
Teen Wolf.
All it felt like, the point of it was that she's letting go of people in her life as she progressed into that world. But he was never part of her life. It's so fucking weird.
They gave her a couple of lifts.
He did
paid
give her
for
a
the
couple,
door.
yeah.
He paid for the
Paid
door.
for the door.
I said, I think you're wrong.
So are you gonna tell me that it's what's inside that counts?
Yeah, that's exactly what I think.
Well, I think that if she wasn't beautiful, you wouldn't have even stopped to look.
I have followed that man's career from
Yeah.
top to bottom, always pitch perfect.
So how do you feel he went?
I thought he was great. I loved every
What
minute
is it
he
about
was
him
on
that's
screen.
addictive?
I don't know, you just root for the guy.
What, even as this fucking evil rapist
But the
guy.
thing is, I was just thinking, good on Keanu Reeves for getting that role. I'm so happy for him. I was out of the film slightly, but then...
Tearing
Oh,
up.
that man is... He's an absolute dreamboat.
Falco, it's great to see you. Now get the hell out of my locker room! Coach, what the hell took you so long?
I actually thought his scenes were really well blocked when he was smashing in and out of that door
yeah, that was
constantly,
really good,
yeah,
that,
and the
yeah.
guy that was with him, and he was constantly telling him what to do, yeah.
Like getting braver as he went back indoors.
yeah. And then
yeah,
some
that's
lines would just be delivered from this metal door, and then so you
he
felt
opens
like
on it,
it
doesn't
felt
he?
like you were having the conversation with him because he was so erratic and stuff. I thought that was all really well done.
I'm gonna use this voodoo doll on you. Some of your own medicine. If you don't stop seeing my wife, I'm sticking me a pin in this thing every night till you learn to leave folks alone.
She's going to become a
Get
model.
famous.
Yeah.
Very hard to pick the stakes in it.
It was hard to even judge if it was a good performance or not.
Yeah, I know what you mean, yeah.
Because it was all so bland and...
It felt like it was intended to be
Yeah.
that way. Which I thought, well, fair enough, then if that's what you've gone for.
Let's just get on to this scene, because I thought it was quite memorable. And it was well done, with Castor Troy, Nicholas
Yeah,
Cage's
that
little
was
brother. The little punk from Face Off, the little geek.
Oh, my goodness. Did you exchange brains as well?
The scene where she first did her catwalk walk,
Yeah.
and he was
Crying.
nearly crying. It's really because it was funny. I laughed at it at the cinema, and I thought, was that supposed to be funny?
So it was the most beautiful thing he'd ever seen,
Yeah,
wasn't
yeah,
it? That was-
Yeah.
And do you know what? It made me feel really shallow. The way that it was presented, it made me judge everyone that came on screen to go like, well, is she more beautiful than her?
Yeah.
Or is she that pretty, really?
But
And
you
like-
know, that's one thing she did really well is that she did have a thing. She probably never thought for a minute she'd be the most beautiful woman in the world in a film. And she is, and it does work. I started thinking like, she does have a thing.
But was that just confirmation bias?
Yeah, it's
was
a-
it just
it's-
everyone telling you and you seeing
yeah, it's
people
a film
going like,
success,
oh,
though,
yeah,
I think.
yeah,
But,
no,
yeah.
yeah.
It's not real life, but in the film, I was like, she bloody has something special, that little one.
It's how they're saying. Have you heard everyone saying
I was
about
whispering
it?
to the
This
guys
girl-
next to me, have you seen this girl, man? She's...
Do you know, I went to watch it at the cinema as well at midday.
With a
and
load
it
of
was
builders.
just all old guys. There was about
Really?
6
Right.
people in the cinema.
But they all sat as far away from each
Yeah,
other
they
as
were, yeah. Oh, yeah, we gave each other the nod. Leave me alone. I've come to watch a film.
blanket over the lap.
Someone opens a packet of crisps or something, and we were like, we don't do that at the 12-ish clock showing for old men. We just sit and watch the film, thank you very much.
No
I mean,
food.
I had a couple of chewing gums, but that's enough. That's enough.
Vince?
No, go on, ignore me. No, carry on. No, sorry, what were you saying?
You were speaking.
If you want Taxi Driver or The Shining, this was visually brilliant. And it was the scene where she went back to a dingy hotel and lay on the bed in leather trousers. And the sound design was just great. The sound of leather as she was moving her feet like this.
Yeah.
It was brilliant.
Yeah, picturing the Foley artist.
Take 17.
Nappy rash all down his legs. That was a great scene.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that
don't
was
know
really
what
good.
was. I don't. It's one of those things. That's the
Yeah,
magic
but there's a
of
lot
cinema.
of that.
Yeah.
This is what I mean
Yeah.
by it having those little sections of continuity, because there's stuff in the hotel room.
Well, the dream in a hotel room, well, the knife in the mouth.
Was that
Yeah.
a dream?
This is what I'm saying about the on-screen stuff. You know, I'm constantly like, is this a dream sequence? Is this like an allegorical reference to something else?
Because she woke up and then went like that. She was on the floor.
Yeah, she-
like, yeah. Was
I
that a
don't
dream?
know.
Because that was a really good scene
Yeah,
as well.
so that was like, I was like, please don't make me sit through this. I was
That
thinking,
actually
Clarke
made
will
me
love
go like,
this.
oh.
Oh, really? This
yeah.
actually got...
Yeah.
That sound design was great in that as well.
blade against your teeth.
That bit, because when she had her mouth closed, and then he put the knife on her thing,
And he
then
waited
she-
for it to wake up.
Yeah, and then she opened her mouth, and then he put the knife on her.
I
Just
imagine
look
us-
wider.
It bleeded.
Wider.
Yeah, that was... He was great in that scene.
You want to put your money on someone? Sticking on Keanu, never made a bad film in his life. Oh.
Jonathan, what is it?
It's just a man himself. Look, he's growing young.
No,
What do you think of Constantine?
Constantine, I thought it was alright. I thought it was good in that.
Actually,
I thought it was...
Constantine, that guy, screwed up big time up on Mount Olympus. Solid joke, staying in. Yeah, it's a tricky situation, Incenzio. I mean, I gotta get rid of someone. I like everyone here.
They're all good. They're all good.
They're all great guys. and gals.
Tom is lovely.
Tom's a lovely guy.
But you know.
What do you mean?
Hey, no. What's
he mean?
He's a bit, you know, he's slagging people up.
Slagging people off?
Whatever, you know.
He's slagging me
Everyone
off?
does that, it's fine.
He's slagging me off?
He's slagging you off, yes. Him and Claire are non-stop.
Him and Claire as well?
I think they might be sleeping together.
Well, that's disgusting.
She's married, you know.
She's married, that's... Steve, a word, please. Stop slagging me off, Steve. That's all.
I don't know. Him too.
I know.
It's a mucho complicado situation.
It's mucho complicado.
Hey, you said it.
It's mucho complicado.
You said it. You look good. You look good.
Yeah, the makeup artist.
Straight away, that was pretty obvious, wasn't it? In the first
What,
scene,
that she was in love with
She
her?
was in love with her.
Yeah, I mean, but then I didn't. Let's leave the twist for a bit.
Yeah.
But up till that
leave
point,
that bit.
up till that point, she's very good. I've only ever seen her in terrible films, from what I remember.
What was
What
she
is
in?
that? That
What's she
Zack
been in?
Snyder film.
Oh.
It was kind of like a stupid hentai
my-
ninja.
The girls, the green and...
It was women fighting.
Sucker Punch.
That was it.
Yeah.
Oh, I never watched that.
It was a really bad film. Oscar Isaac was in it as well.
He?
He can be very good, Oscar
He played
Isaac.
Ivan Ooze in the latest X-Men.
Yeah, he did. I don't know.
Yeah.
We should
Weird
have reviewed
crossover.
that, shouldn't we?
We should have, because no one's watching this film.
The ooze is back.
All right, let's do it. Okay, so this film, it sets itself up as a small girl, big city, little fish, and then all of a sudden, you get some woman frigging on a corpse.
All right, let's...
This is so late in.
Yeah, I just think we should talk about the first scene with the girls in the toilet to set up those girls. You know, when she first goes to the club,
that lot.
that's the establishing shot of the group.
The
and
dynamic.
one of the girls was like, "Who you fucking in, mate?" She was fucking dreadful.
Yeah,
She-
Ray Winston was
Yeah,
it?
Ray Winston's dad.
Who you fucking,
Who you fucking, mate? You fucking.
Yeah, it was Beowulf again, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
it was terrible, yeah. You fucking, you fucking.
Who you fucking?
You better fuck off, mate.
He's the best model in town. He's got something about
You should see
him.
him on a catwalk. He's great.
He's that big floating head in the sports.
Yeah, that scene.
Yeah,
That scene.
365. Who you fucking? Gigi was she was American.
The one who'd had a lot of work done.
This is how I thought it went. At that scene,
You thought
Who
that she
Fucking
was
worse.
weaker.
Yeah,
I thought they crossed over. So from the first
Right.
scene, I'd say that one was worse.
Right.
And then she got slightly better, whereas
she had a good scene.
got
Yeah,
worse.
she had some good scenes.
Like
Yeah.
the scene in the bathroom where she
Yeah, that was
freaked
good.
out. Yeah.
But the other girl started a little better into it and then got terrible. So-
What's it feel like? What do you mean? To walk into a room and it's like in the middle of winter, you're the sun.
again, going back to Nicolas Cage's younger brother, Castor Troy,
Yeah.
the scene where they came into that restaurant, did I just not get that?
Yeah, I thought it was shit.
That seemed
That's my
almost
worst scene.
touching on student filming.
Yeah.
Like, it felt like he was just quoting Shakespeare or something like that. Yeah.
It did feel like he was trying to go to the point where you hated everyone and you saw the shallowness, but he'd done that. And that scene was so
it's almost what the film is based around, isn't it? He was delivering lines that were explaining the theme of the film, which is just like, beauty is everything.
A diamond in a sea of glass. True beauty is the highest currency we have. Now, without it, she would be nothing.
It's terrible.
It's fun.
No, it's amazing, but it's so...
It was one of the... And again, the sound design in that scene is...
Oh, the kissing.
The kissing the corpse.
We named it X for too nervous.
Okay. Everyone, we've all seen the film. We all know she frigs on top of the corpse while she's getting off with it, snugging it, whilst dreaming about the girl.
I would say it's a seminal moment in filmmaking. It changes the boundaries of what's allowed. I've never seen anything like that in films. I was like, fucking hell, I can't believe...
In a way, it pushed kind of what you can do sexually in a film as much as he does with violence in his previous films. So kicking the face in of someone done in a visually quite stunning way still.
Yep.
And it did make me think that. I was just like, if this was a scene with violence, I wouldn't be as squeamish.
Yeah.
But it was because it was necrophilia.
The kissing as well.
And the kissing,
sound, when she spat in her mouth, I thought that was... I thought it was a brilliant moment, really, because I had the blanket tucked up.
Well, all the guys gave each other the nod.
We all pulled up blankets up.
Hey, Roger. Pull up a pew, man. Let's have a chat. Brexit. It's been tough, hasn't it? Been a tough day. Wow. I just want to let you know, you're doing a good job. And as long as I'm here, you're here. How does that make you feel? Good.
Do you believe in, like, the Holocaust and, like, wizards and shit?
You're fired, aren't you, Raj? What happens after that, from that point on?
It was weak, I thought.
Yeah. I thought it got a bit farcical.
Just the occult stuff that came up at the end, so she was giving birth to blood in front of the moon and that sort of thing.
I did not understand that. And
all I could get from that, and then the Nazi symbols in the reflection in her glasses.
Right, I did not see that.
Because
no, I didn't see it either.
It's the reflection, because a different way around, like the pattern of the tiles.
Oh, okay, right, wow.
I think the premise, they wanted her youth from... You really have got it. They wanted her youth and beauty. They wanted her youth and beauty so much that they devoured her. But I agree, like the visual stuff, basically the stuff when they chase around the house, it's not set up well. It's not set up well. That is basically a slasher flick, and you haven't got there. You haven't got there.
I wasn't going along with it on that panicking.
When that whole thing started, I just thought, is this where we're going?
I just thought we hoped.
Because after that scene, I just thought, what is going to happen in this film now?
Yeah.
Because that was still real, in a way, and interesting as well, especially for a woman to be playing that character as well, was interestingly done. And she played it well.
Yeah, she did, yeah, she was
then
good.
I would say, and then it just turned into Sucker Punch. Girls running
really
around with
harsh,
knives.
The conversation on the diving board was fine as well.
Yeah.
Like, that was nice.
The
and then that was her arc, wasn't it?
Well, because it was the end of her arc, and I actually thought, oh, this is interesting now. What can happen from this point?
Yeah.
And then it was just like, oh, well, that's the least interesting. This character's finally becoming interesting, and then we kill her off.
Yeah.
You had a sex sandwich with his wife and his sister the night he was sent here.
It was less of a shock. It was more like, oh, don't eat that eye. Because she sticks up the eye. Yeah, I was thinking, oh, she's going to eat the eye.
But she threw it up in hot. Like,
yeah.
That would be a tough thing to swallow.
I still don't really know why one killed herself, one carried on.
John?
She was sick as a
Any
dog.
reflections?
Oh, no,
she was sick as a dog.
Sick as a dog.
Have you ever seen a dog eat something it shouldn't? One of my dogs once ate a necklace. We just saw it coming out something coming out his little bottom, And when he pulled it out, he yelped. It was a whole bloody necklace.
Whose necklace?
Who knows? Set up, maybe. Maybe someone was putting a necklace on him. He did used to over-apply eyeshadow. That's a good joke. Hello and welcome to Cable Car to Solution. This guy got beef, this guy got beef. Let's sort it out. Beef.
Hello there. Hello there.
Hello,
Everybody.
what's your name?
My name's Walter Harris.
Walter,
and,
Clarke Cable, hi.
John T.
John T? John T.
17 years ago, I started selling, doing runs to Calais and back and selling the cigarettes at an affordable price, the kind people at
Cigarettes
Bromsgrove.
and booze and fags.
Just cigarettes, my friend.
Just cigarettes, okay.
I'll just keep it simple. But 2 years ago, I had an unfortunate incident. It left me bedridden for very unhealthy and very unwell
That's
for 2 years.
surprising, given you look like a healthy guy.
Well, it takes a lot and a great experience getting over that, but just getting through that when I came out of the coma, after facing those issues I had with my health.
Are you a doctor?
No, I'm a counsellor and life coach.
I noticed that over half of my clients,
Okay.
from the day that I stepped in the country girl on my crutches, I realised that over half of them were no longer smoking. And this man here was the reason for that.
Which is a good thing, I guess.
Well, they do say that smoking is bad
Well, let
for
me finish.
you.
Let me finish,
Maybe that's
Clark. Well,
a good
I spoke to each one of these people. I spoke to Karen, I spoke to Miranda, I spoke to Harry Johnson Nielsen. I asked them the simple question: are you happier having given up through John T's service? And they said, you know what, Walter? No, I'm not happier. And all that I offer...
That's got to be tough for you, hearing that.
All that I offer...
No.
Everybody...
No.
All I offer is...
you don't care if they're happy or not? Is that not
No,
part of the
I care that they're happy.
You care that they're happy, but they're not
If
happy.
that's happy, smoking or happy, not smoking,
He can
that's
care
fine.
that they're happy. He can care that they're happy for 75 quid an hour or whatever he charges. But that's when let's not get onto that, because that's not... I don't play by those rules.
I don't ask how much you
play by
earn, do
those
I?
Well,
rules.
that is something that saddies expects more than a pack of fags, if you know what I mean. And I figure a pack of fags, I've heard it calms you down having an old
And
fag.
I've never said this before. I've never divulged this information about him.
Good God.
But the problem is with John T is that he makes you pre-sign up to the amount of lessons that you want with him. And a lot of the desperate people...
It's big money.
Desperate people who search for escapism through cigarettes were taken advantage of. And if I'd have been there, it wouldn't happen on my guard. When I was in bed was the only time that you sneaked in, you little rat.
Okay. It's getting aggressive. Right. Let's cool our jets, hot shots. Right, okay, fags. They're not that bad.
Aren't they?
You're a working man. You go to the pub, play a bit of pool, have an old fag, a couple of pork scratch-ins. Why is that bad?
Well, I am a working man. 60 hours
You're not
a week.
a working man. You're more of a kind of, what do they call it? They call it hands-off work.
Look, I come from a working background.
Yeah.
I'm a working man.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm here. I provide counselling services, and I'm a life coach and yoga instructor. And
Yoga instructor.
I don't...
Stretching. Chinese stretching.
Yep.
No?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, so, life coach, get out of bed, mate. Pull your bloody socks up. Get out of bed and do some Chinese stretching downstairs. What are you? Hey, you. You need to get out of bed and you need to do some Chinese stretches downstairs. But pull yourself together, man. Yeah? That kind of thing.
No, absolutely not.
No? Okay, so what? I'm coming to you now.
Okay.
I'll come to you. Hi. I'm Gary Blaine.
Hi, Gary Blaine.
I've got problems with my brain that I can't sort out with fags.
What do you mean?
My brain's all weird. I want a fag. It's gonna kill me. But I need you to sort out my brain.
What are you looking
Are
for?
you not very good at this job?
I'm wondering what's going on here.
I'm trying to my name's Gary Blaine, and I'm trying to sort out my brain.
And may I just take one
No,
step?
we're in counselling.
Please,
man.
Mr.
Calm
Harris.
down.
It's a one-to-one service.
Go.
What's wrong with your brain,
It's
Mr.
all
Blaine?
weird. I don't know. It's all weird. I need a fag, and
So you've got a craving for cigarettes,
that's one of the things.
which is fine. But do you want to smoke?
It's pretty cool.
So you have no issue with your smoking?
I work in a petrol farm. It's not good for me.
Well, Jesus. Stop then. This isn't a session. This is how it works.
I don't know. I'm still smoking.
Do you know what counselling is?
I'm worried about Gary Blaine now. That guy is smoking, working around open
do you know
petrol.
what? Fine. Okay, fine.
Open petrol.
Fine.
Am I Gary Blaine again?
Fine, you're Gary Blaine.
Okay,
let's do it. I'm wondering why you're smoking around petrol.
Need a fag.
Okay. What about the danger's not important to you?
I don't want to blow up.
Then maybe smoke somewhere else.
Round the back?
Yep.
I'm going to go to him and get my fags.
That's fine. That's what makes you happy. I've got no problem with that. I'm here to help people work through. How much do you earn?
10.
10?
10 rubies. I'm Turkish.
Then give me 2 rubies. Mr. Harris, look, I don't understand why you've brought me in here. I don't know your problem. People come to me out of choice. I don't picket line their houses.
Absolute lie.
You picket line their schools.
Ladies and gentlemen, a lie there. He walked into Londis yesterday and went up to a lady called Ivana. I hear she told me. I went in to buy bread 10 minutes afterwards and told me that John T here. Come on, you've had your little showpiece. That John T here had just told her that if she carries on the way she does, she'll be dead by the time she's 40. Is that the kind of thing a working woman wants to hear when she's just trying to have a break?
Okay, I'm going to interject.
Nonsense.
I'm going to interject.
Fucking nonsense.
Okay. I have got to go back to the point of Gary Blaine. That guy is working his ass off in that petrol factory. He's still smoking. You've taken 2 rubies off him. And I just can't trust that, the guy who would do that to Gary Blaine. So I'm going to go with the working man and say that you should take up smoking. Problem solved. Anyway, let's go through the scoring system for the boys and girls at home who don't know. 1, out for a duck. 2, leg by. 3, reverse sweep. 4, boundary. And number 5 is, of course, a 6. Booker. What are you giving the Neon Demon?
I'm going to go for a reverse sweep. I think there's moments where it's definitely a 4, but I've been a boundary, sorry. There's moments where it's definitely a boundary, but I just think I've been a bit kind to films recently, so I'm going to go for a 3.
4. Yeah. Bringing your own stuff to the table. Like the film. Like the film.
Fucking hell. So this is my last week.
John, what are you giving the Neon Demon?
It's worthy of a boundary, I think. Really well made, lovely visuals. I love the music as well and how those interacted. Really bold colours. I love.
Chip soundtrack was
visually
cool.
It was lovely. I still think that, and yeah, so a boundary, but still, it's not a classic film.
I am going to say a reverse sweep. I enjoyed it. And there are very, very good sequences in it. And there are scenes that I will take with me for the rest of my life, I believe. Maybe it was intentional, maybe it wasn't. But the thinness of the whole thing, it just wasn't for me.
I think the self-loathing that I took out of cinema was good. If it had been a bit more weighty, then it would have definitely been a high 4, high boundary.
Okay. So, Clarke Cable Film Review Report gives The Neon Demon a reverse sweep. Blade, play us out!
Yeah, I know. Yeah. And on the end shot of the darkness, you almost saw the